So, I did a video earlier today called Parenting Stones, and it was about how parents judge each other. And I've not discussed the Brock Turner rape case as of yet because every ounce of me wanted to judge this father's statement. So, I decided to pause and think about that before I came on to discuss it. And I decided that I was going to look at this as an extremely teachable moment for my two boys, because I am a mom of two boys as well as a daughter. And I decided that I would look at this and explain to them what 20 minutes worth of action can mean. And I decided that they needed to understand that 20 minutes of action can put a woman in therapy for the rest of her life. 20 minutes of action can force a woman to be unable to sleep in her own home without the lights on. 20 minutes of action can lead to a broken life that may not ever be able to be put back together. 20 minutes of action can lead to a woman not being able to have a productive, healthy relationship after this point. 20 minutes of action changed the lives of the victim, the victim's family, the criminal's life, the criminal's family, and all of those affected in it. 20 minutes of action changes what your universe looks like. And I decided that the most important thing to do was not to judge Brock, because he's been judged, to not judge Brock's dad, because that does no one any good, but to look at this from the most productive way, and that is to create an extremely teachable moment for my boys. And so that my boys understand that they are to be respectful, loving, caring men, and that they will never put their hands on a woman or treat a woman in such a way that 20 minutes of action devastates her to her core, because that can't be fixed. She might be able to move on, but the damage that is done to her goes to her core. And I know that with every ounce of my being, I will teach my boys that 20 minutes of action is never worth the price that this victim and all of the victims of sexual assault have had to pay. So I'm going to look at this from the only way that I can, and that is to create a teachable moment. So I urge you to sit down with your sons and daughters and discuss what 20 minutes of action can mean, and use this as a moment to teach them about something that can change the course of a person's life forever. And instead of judging and throwing stones, as hard as that might be at this moment in time, teach them the importance of what Brock's dad said, because it's just 20 minutes of action. Well, that 20 minutes of action changed a whole lot of lives for the rest of those lives. So have a talk with your kids, because this is something they need to hear.